Greetings to you all. Welcome to class 7, term 1, unit 3. Your space. Written by David Bates. Today we are going to do the book back exercise. First one, read and understand. Answer the following questions in a sentence or two. First one, why should we speak gently? Gently நம்ம ஏன் பேசணும்? We should speak gently because it is better to rule over people by love than fear. People கிட்ட ஏன் பாசமாக அன்பாக பேசணுன்னாக்கா அன்புக்கு மயங்காதவங்க யாரும் கிடையாது. அண்ட் அன்புக்காக என்ன வேணால் பண்ணலாம். ஓகே. செகண்ட் ஒன், what do you infer about speaking with others from this point? We must speak gently with others. Third one, what are the disadvantages of speaking harshly? ஹார்ஷாக பேசுகிறனால என்னெல்லாம் பிரச்சனைகள் இருக்குது? It can destroy the good things and bring a bad name to us. These are the disadvantages of speaking harshly. யார் கிடையாது ஹார்ஷாக கொஞ்சம் கடுமையாக பேசினா என்ன ஆகுனாக்கா நாமளே நம்மளோட பேரை கெடுத்துக்கிறோம். நம்ம மேலே இருக்கிற நல்ல நேம் கெடுத்து போகுது. ஓகே. Fourth one, why does the poet tell us to speak gently to young children? குழந்தைங்க கிட்ட நல்ல ஜென்டிலாக பேசணும் அப்படின்னு ஏன் சொல்கிறோன்னாக்கா குழந்தைங்க பெரிய ஆள் ஆகும்போது they will take from the elders. We have to speak gently to young children because we can gain their love and affection. One point is அப்போ தான் children வந்து love and affection எடுத்துப்பாங்க. இன்னொன்று they take the elders as role model and they act like that only. எல்டர்ஸ் ஹார்ஷாக பேசினாக்கா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸும் ஹார்ஷாக பேச ஆரம்பிப்பாங்க. கெட்ட வார்த்தை பேசினாக்கா அவங்களும் கெட்ட வார்த்தை பேசுவாங்க. ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் எல்டர்ஸ் ஷுட் லேர்ன் டு ஸ்பீக் ஜென்ட்லி. ஃபிஃப்த் ஒன், ஹவு ஷுட் யூ ஸ்பீக் வித் ஓல்டு பீப்புள்? வயசானவங்க கிட்ட எப்படி பேசணும்? We should speak gently and don't sadden their already care own heart. ஸோ பெரியவங்கக்கிட்டேயும் ரொம்ப ஜென்டிலாக பேசணும். அவங்க தப்பு பண்ணலாம், அவங்களுக்கு பாதி மறதி இருக்கலாம், காது கேட்காமல் இருக்கலாம், சரியாக பார்வை இல்லாமல் இருக்கலாம், ஏன்னா வயசாயிருச்சு, அதுக்காகவும் கோவப்படக்கூடாது. பி செக்ஷன், read the poem and fill in the blanks with correct option. You have a few options: soft, vain, fear, joy, love, hurt, toiled, mild, good, sand, life, harsh. So first one, it is better far to rule by love than fear. Teach it in essence soft and mild. Third one, let no harsh tone be heard. Fourth one, they may have toiled in vain. Fifth one, the good, the joy which it may bring. Sixth one, the sand of life are nearly run. Section C, pick out the words which rhyme with the given words and write similar rhyming words on your own. First one is far, mar, scar. Second one, fear, hear, near. Third one, low, flow, no. Fourth one, kind, bind, mind. Fifth one, remain, gain, slain. Sixth one, they, may, lay. Now if we see the consolidation and paragraph, the poet encourages us to speak gently. It is better to rule by love than fear. Harsh words can destroy our good deeds. Gentle words can bind hearts, strengthen friendship. It can win a child's heart. We don't hurt the elder's heart that is already saddened. We should speak gently to the poor who have often heard unkind words. God brought peace when elements were in conflict. Speaking gently is a little thing dropped in the heart's deep well, but it lasts for eternity. So fine children, now if we see the rhyme scheme, A rhyme scheme is the pattern of rhymes at the end of each line of a poem or song. We can find it with the help of rhyming words. In the rhyming words, the same sound. அதை பார்த்தே கண்டுபிடிச்சிடலாம். For example, do and go, lost, post, looks like as if they are rhyming, but they aren't. Sometimes the letters will not be same at the end, but they rhyme. For example, poor, endure, know, so, bear, care. In a verse, we mark the words that rhyme with the same letter using a new letter for each set of rhymes. If there is a regular pattern to the rhymes, it forms the rhyming scheme. இங்கே பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா, for example, speak gently to the child. Its love be sure to gain. Teach it in essence, soft and mild. It may not long remain. அப்போ child, mild. அப்போ ஃபஸ்ட் உள்ளது ஏ போட்டுக்கலாம், மைல்டுக்கும் ஏ போட்டுக்கலாம். கெயின்க்கு பி, ரிமெயின்க்கு பி. ஸோ த ஆன்சர் இஸ் ஏபி, ஏபி. ஓகே. ஸ்பீக் ஜென்ட்லி, he who gave his life to bend man's stubborn will when elements were in fierce strife, said to them, peace be still. ஸோ இங்கே லைஃப், ஸ்ட்ரைஃப். ஸோ அது ரெண்டு ஏஏ. will, still bb. So ab, ab. Fine, children. So shall we read the poem one time? Speak gently, it's better far to rule by love than fear. Speak gently, let not harsh words mar the good we might do here. Speak gently, love doth whisper low the vows the true hearts bind, and gently friendship essence flow. Affection's voice is kind. Speak gently to the little child. Its love be sure to gain. Teach it in essence, soft and mild. It may not long remain. Speak gently to the young, for they will have enough to bear. Pass through this life as best they may. It's full of anxious care. Speak gently to the aged. Grieve not. They care own heart. The sands of life are nearly run. Let such in peace depart. Speak gently, kindly to the poor. Let no harsh tone be heard. They have enough, they must endure without an unkind word. Speak gently to the erring, no. They may have toiled in vain. Perchance unkindness made them so. Oh, win them back again. Speak gently, he who gave his life to bend man's stubborn will when elements were in fierce strife, said to them, peace be still. Speak gently is a little thing dropped in the heart's deep well. The good, the joy when it may bring, eternity shall tell. Written by David Bates. Children, now let us see the glossary part. Harsh, it means rough. Doth, does. Whisper, it means low voice. Essence, it means emphasis. Anxious, feeling worried or showy worry. Grieve, be sorrowful. Depart, leave or go. Endure, suffer patiently. Toiled, it means worked hard. Vain, producing no result. Stubborn, one refusing to change one's opinion. Strife, disagreement. Eternity, it means without end.